All right, everybody, let's get started with step one, and that is beginning with the end in mind. This is a great point to just jump right off and get right into it. So I love that you are getting right into this program. Make sure that we follow along and take action on every single step. So we're going to begin with the end in mind because it's easy for us to get ahead of ourselves and really start to think about all the gear we need to get and the content and ideas for us to film. But what I've found is that really the most important part of the filming process is usually the most overlooked, and that's where do you plan on posting your videos? What do you plan on doing with them once it's done? That's because it will answer so many of the questions that I get so frequently and the ones that you're probably thinking right now. Like, should I film my phone vertically? Should I turn it horizontally? How long should it be? Should it be short? Should it be long? Should I do all that? What type of content? Should it be funny? Should it be serious? What type is it? And what should my call to action be? When it's done at the end of the video, what do I say? What do I have them do? All of these will be answered by where you plan on posting your videos. That's because each platform is unique. The audiences, the people who are there are different. They're there for different reasons. So the styling of the video, and not just the content, but also the way that it's pieced together is going to be different, whether it's on one platform versus the other, on how they're going to find your content, whether they're actively searching out answers to their problems, or whether they're just scrolling through social media, whether you're actually going to be doing instructional information to get them to search it out, or whether you need to be entertaining to get them to stop scrolling. And many of these platforms will overlap, but there are certain nuances to each one of these platforms. So let's go over the four most popular platforms and the ones that you probably care about. Number one, YouTube, the big video behemoth. Number two, Facebook, one of the older ones, and quite frankly, still one of the most popular ones to actually drive business towards agents. Number three is Instagram, now one of the best ones to expand your network. And TikTok, the big up and comer that's really revolutionized this really short form vertical style video. So before we get into the different actual platforms, there's really two main categories when it comes to video content. Number one, long form, and number two, short form. The YouTube was really the pioneer of long form video, and ever since TikTok came along, it's really shortened the attention span of the audience, and it's really changed the way that video has been done. So if we want to go into the difference between long form and short form, really in a nutshell, if you want to just simplify this whole video, it's this: long form content should be horizontal with your phone and more educational content based upon search criteria, where they're going to be actively searching out, whether it's on Google, whether it's on YouTube, they're going to be searching for that content. It should be more educational based, and it should be filmed in a horizontal orientation. The other one, short form content, is vertical phone, being more entertaining based upon grabbing attention. The first 3 seconds is long touted. We're going to get into why it's really 1.7 seconds, but grabbing attention, holding attention, short form video. So let's go over YouTube, because that is the original video platform, started in 2005. And according to a recent study by Buffer, there's 2.2 billion monthly active users. YouTube is owned by Google or Alphabet, and it shows up on their search queries. So it's really good if you want to really increase your organic SEO. And it's really important to title your videos in a way that it will be found when people search out information. So really how to, moving to, buying, selling in, whatnot. It's you really want to think out titles on what they're going to be searching for when people Google. Also, people on YouTube usually are more intentional about what they're watching and have a longer watch time. Not all the time, because we all go down that YouTube related video rabbit hole where the thumbnail catches our attention and the title catches our attention. But again, usually people are a little bit more intentional, where people who are on TikTok or Instagram Reels, for example, are usually just scrolling, and it's more about grabbing attention. And also, YouTube has two main types of videos, excluding ads. We're not going over ads in this section. But the standard YouTube video, which is long form, horizontal, and YouTube Shorts, which is their short form video introduced in 2020. So let's go over the guidelines on what your videos need to be oriented and how long they can be for the different parts. First of all, YouTube on their standard video, their long form video, hold the phone horizontally. We already covered that a little bit. They can be longer, anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes. They can go longer on the platform, but that's usually a good metric, as long as it's not boring. Because many real estate agents, when you're just getting started, let's just be honest, you're boring, right? When you first get started, until you're able to be a little snappier and keep people's attention with edits and cuts and all the overlays and stuff. So usually it's going to end up being about 3 minutes. With market updates, if you're getting more into data, can be a little bit longer, because the people who are sitting watching a market update video, they want to actually consume the content. The type of content should be more searchable content. Think, what would somebody type into Google, right? Calls to action, because again, language and the nuance is so important on these different platforms. Calls to actions are thumbs up, aka like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You've probably heard these if you've ever been watching YouTube videos, right? Comment down below, or links down below. If you want to include a bunch of links, the YouTube description box allows you to just do an exhaustive list of all the different links you want to send people to. If you haven't already, when you're experimenting and searching on people on YouTube, go on to their descriptions and see what they include, and copy what you like or leave out what you don't. Right, then let's talk about the second form, which is short form video, or the YouTube Shorts. It's a vertical format. It must be under 60 seconds, so 59 seconds or less. The type of content needs to be attention grabbing, quick, and to the point. Calls to action. On the YouTube Shorts, there's a thumbs up icon, so you can say thumbs up, or there's a subscribe. People don't do a lot of commenting. It's really not as valuable on there. The links down below doesn't really work. There is a description on there that you can do. Nobody really does it. It's a more of a scrolling thing, but there is a subscribe icon and there is a thumbs up icon. So those are the two most popular. So Facebook's known as the original news feed platform, started in 2004. According to that same study, there are now 2.9 billion monthly active users on Facebook, so a huge network to draw from on there. It's owned by Meta, plays well on Instagram as well. They can be cross-posted. If your accounts are linked, you can actually post on one and it will go to the other one. So if you haven't already done so, make sure to do that. Even your Facebook pages, your business pages, you can link your business Instagram with a Facebook business page. Not a lot of people know about that. Facebook does allow longer videos, believe it or not, up to 5 hours. I was shocked by that. And it allows for longer captions, so you're able to explain yourself a little bit more compared to Instagram, that is. And Facebook really has 3 different types of videos, excluding ads, because again, we're not getting into that right now. Number 1 is the general news feed post videos. Those are the long and short form video. One thing to note when you are doing the newsfeed post videos, if you are doing the short form on the vertical, make sure it's like a 4:5 cropped video, or else it will automatically crop it. So if you do it yourself, then you will know that what's being shown is actually the content you want, not that it cuts off half your face on there. So I've had that happen before. Number 2 is the Reels, which is the short form, just like Instagram, just like TikTok, all that. And then Stories. Stories just recently updated about the time of recording this. It used to be that it would split it at 15-second intervals. Now it'll actually allow you to do up to 1 minute on a story before it cuts it off. So that's a pretty cool little update there. So you can post the same video that you do on your YouTube short on your story as well as on your reel. So let's get into the guidelines in there. The long and short form, you could hold the phone horizontally for the longer form and vertical for the shorter form. Caveat, if you are doing short form on the regular post, make sure it's that 4:5 crop size. The videos can be longer, 8 to 10 minutes, as long as they're not boring. Again, it can go up to 5 hours, but don't do that. Nobody likes that, right? Mini real estate, same thing. About 3 minutes is a good kind of rule of thumb, or general rule. You're not supposed to say rule of thumb anymore. But again, if you're doing market updates with a lot more data, you could do it a little bit longer, right? It's types of content. It's more social and shareable content. This is great for community information. I'm putting it on community pages because this is, you want shareable content, things that involves people on a social level. Remember, social media is a social platform. So think about what social things are you doing. Calls to action are like, comment below, message me, and link down below, right? Because on YouTube, you can't message somebody on YouTube. You can get their email address and email them, but on Facebook, you have the ability to message people, direct message people. Reels, which is more short form, hold the phone vertically, right? Must be under 60 seconds for Facebook. Instagram's different, we'll get into that. But again, type of content, attention grabbing, quick and to the point. It's all about snappy, grabbing their attention, holding their attention. And it calls to action on the Facebook Reels are like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share. Different than YouTube Shorts, where it's subscribe. Here it's follow and share. Right? The stories, right? Hold the phone vertically. It can be up to 60 seconds. Type of content, more documentary style, more personal. This is great for like sharing actual like on the go, or you're just like, you just took a listing, or you're just like previewing something or checking out a coming soon. It doesn't have to be well produced. This goes away after 24 hours. This is quick content. It comes up and then it goes. So it's disappearing content. This is a great way to just get started with your recording and video journey, because it only goes on for 24 hours. If you screw it up, it goes away. You could delete it, of course, but again, it'll auto delete itself. It's something you don't have to worry about. This is a great way for testing new content. Open up your story, boom, record it right from there, or do some practice runs on your camera and then post the one that you like the most. It's up to you. And calls to action is DM me. There's no comments, there's no this or whatever. Anything that, if you ever comment or reply to a story, it actually starts a direct message with that person. This is phenomenal for actually starting conversations. Remember, the whole purpose of video is realistically, of course, to get business. The best way to get business is to start conversations. So let's get into Instagram. Instagram is really the platform of aesthetics. Started in 2010. It really started for photographers, people taking pictures of their food in a crazy artistic way. It's really gone more now towards video. So that same study, there's about 2 billion monthly active users on Instagram. It's owned by Meta. Again, it can be cross-posted if they are linked. I highly recommend you guys do that. Instagram's all about showing, not telling. Shorter video length, as well as smaller captions. So you can't do these long, drawn-out descriptions on Instagram. It caps you really quick. So it's all about show me, don't tell me. Instagram's great for expanding your reach past your current followers by leveraging hashtags and hopping on trends and trending audio or music. Phenomenal if you're doing Instagram Reels. You can go from 0 followers to now 10,000 views on your first video if you do it right. Instagram really has 2 main types of videos: Reels and short form. They used to have, just like Facebook, where it was like video posts. At the kind of the beginning or the middle of 2022, they turned every video into a reel. It was kind of a crazy revolution, but again, that's just where it is. It's all vertical. We'll get into that in a second, right? So hold the phone vertically. Reels can be up to 90 seconds as compared to Facebook's 60 seconds. Kind of weird. So if you're going to be cross-posting, just make sure one can be 30 seconds longer. It can be the type of content. Again, same thing. All vertical content, all short-form content should be attention-grabbing, right? Also great for trend hopping on this one, because this is how you can leverage current trends, current audio, which is really exclusive to Instagram and TikTok. Really cool. Calls to action: heart this video versus like this video. It's in the shape of a heart. Follow, DM me, or share this video, right? Story forms, really identical to Facebook, right? Must be under 60 seconds for the short form. Types of content, more documentary style. Calls to action, DM me. Pretty much the same exact thing. Right? TikTok, this has totally revolutionized the video ecosphere and caused this vertical video revolution. Until TikTok, really, vertical was kind of poo-pooed. It was all about doing that cinematic horizontal video. But ever since TikTok just took over, really during the pandemic, where we started off with nurses doing different dances and all that stuff, it's totally revolutionized the vertical video for social media platforms. According to that same study, there were 1 billion monthly active users, but it is growing incredibly quickly. So maybe by the time you're watching this, it's even way more. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a Chinese company, is mainly driven algorithmically. We still don't know a lot about what's behind the hood of TikTok, just because it's not owned by an American company. But it's all about grabbing attention. If you want one thing and one thing only about TikTok, grab attention. It's great for expanding your reach, just like on Instagram, but it's done a little bit differently. You can do the same thing with trending audio and all that, but there's another one where you can hop on trending videos by what's called stitching, which you start the video with a currently trending famous video, and then you add on your take on the end of it, or duetting, which is a side-by-side video where maybe it's your reaction that's done live in real time. You can't pre-record it and then duet it. So those are an addition on top of leveraging trending audio, is to leverage trending video. And TikTok really only has one main one, vertical short form, but it can be recorded in 15, 60, or 180 second increments. Caveat, once you get to a certain level, you can do up to 10 minutes, but you have to earn that right. It's really based upon short, snappy videos until you're proven yourself to not, flail. Anyway, TikTok guidelines, right? Hold the phone vertically. This is the vertical video revolution platform. Short videos, 15, 60 seconds are really the most popular. When the story times come up, can go up to 180 seconds, are the most popular in there. Attention grabbing, also great for trend hopping. Calls to action. Favorite this video is the nuance there, and follow. Favorite and follow. Favorite and follow. There is one additional thing I didn't talk about on all 4 of these platforms. All 4 of these platforms have another video style that I didn't cover. It's called live. Going live is phenomenal for generating conversations with your network and your followers. It is incredible how far-reaching lives are, especially right now on TikTok and Instagram. Instagram will send a notification to all of your followers whenever you go live. It used to be like that for Facebook. They've really dialed that down over the last recent year or so. But Instagram's still really pushing live video. TikTok is really pushing live video. It's incredible. People are donating money to people. I've seen people just start making a ton of money, believe it or not, after doing lives where you can gift people like roses, and it's weird. It's like diamonds and stuff. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But again, the main thing is all about generating conversations. YouTube Live is still set up as a horizontal orientation. It's the only one out of all of them that do it horizontally. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are all vertical when it's done from the phone. Caveat, Facebook, you can do it from a computer. Most people don't do it that way. I personally do when I do like a show, but most of the time it's really best to do it vertically from the phone because then you just have a conversation. It's really a great option to do that. I do recommend going live with your network to engage in conversation. One of the best ways to get started on top of stories is to start doing lives. You get comfortable having conversations because you get to see people type in comments and you can respond to comments. Again, it's just causing conversations, which is what it's all about. And it's a great way to connect. Here's a bonus recommendation. First off, don't overwhelm yourself, right? Start with one platform. Don't try to do all 4 right off the bat. Start with one and go all in on that one. Don't spread yourself out too thin. Choose one that you're already proficient in, or the one that you like to hang out on already. Or if you don't really like any of them, or you're kind of indifferent which one it is, go to where your consumers hang out with most. That's the best advice I could give you right now on the platforms on which one. Choose whichever one you're already there, which ones that your clients are at. It's a great option to kind of get things started there. But let's just summarize it really quick. Knowing where you'll post will dictate how to create your videos. The 4 main platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Short form video. Again, simplifying this whole thing. Short form is all about vertical, entertaining content about grabbing attention. That's it. Okay, short, Boom, boom, anywhere between 60 to 90 seconds. If you want the best way to cross post everything, keep it 59 seconds or less. Every single one of those platforms will accept that. Once you go above 60 seconds, it can't do Facebook Reels, it can't do YouTube Shorts. But if you do under 59 seconds, it can go to all four. And long form video, all about horizontal educational content based upon search. So I hope that was helpful. Let's get started now. And how do you come up with all these ideas?